Hello my crafty friends, it's Tranae here and we are about to make a Memodex card. Yas! Woo woo! Alright, so here's what we'll be using for today's project. First up, for the stamps, I have my Lawn Fawn stamp set. I just like saying it. But we have this mini stamp set. Also, I have my acrylic block and my Memento Tuxedo black ink because we will be using, and I'm saying we, like it's two of me over here coloring. But I will be using my Copic markers to color in my images today. So as you can see, I've already stamped mine out. Ooh, ooh. Also, I have some like these Rolodex cards, and I used a cut file on mine that I found on, well, that was placed online. I will link it in the description below. Also, I have these die cuts that came out with Lawn Fawn new release. These are the pop-up waves, and I'll be using those. I'll also be using these little waves, and I do not know what these are called. I forgot the name of them, but I will link it in the description below. So for ink blending, we will be using the Spun Sugar, Tumbled Glass, Peacock Feathers, maybe Salty Ocean, not sure yet. We will be using Mustard Seed and Picked Raspberry. Also, to color in my shark, I have my Copics in BV23, C3, and C5. I didn't pull it out, but I'll also be getting a like a golden color Copic, and I'll show it, and I'll list it and show it for this little guy right here. But when I pulled my markers out, I wasn't planning on coloring him in, but I think I want to use him now. So I am pulling out my big kick because I want to create like an inlaid design. So I'm going to take my Memodex in the first wave that I want to use, and I'm going to put it on here. Next, I'm going to switch out my dies and use the other wave to create my second inlay. After I get my two inlays cut out, I like to kind of piece everything back together so I can use these ocean accent waves. So now it's time to do some ink blending, and I am taking my three colors and laying them out. And y'all, I am using some Bristol cardstock for my Memodex, and I like this stuff. It makes blending so much easier because I'm gonna be 100% honest, I am not the world's greatest blender. So I am going to start by laying down my first color, which is this yellow color, and then I am going to take some masking tape that I have cut into a circle and put it right over the yellow part because this is going to be my sun. And then I am going to come in with my kind of pinkish color, and that's the Picked Raspberries, and I'm going to go right over that yellow color to make a pretty coral color, and it's so pretty. The mustard seeds and the Picked Raspberry makes like the prettiest coral color. And then I'm just going to blend up a little bit, and then I'm going to follow it up with that Spun Sugar just to give it a light fade out. I'm beginning the blending on my waves with the peacock feathers, which is a very pretty blue. And then just on the top edges, I'm going in with the salty ocean to just deepen the color a little bit. And then I blend out again with the peacock feathers, just so everything will, look nice and blended. And then I follow up with the tumbled glass at the bottom to kind of fade the color out into a lighter shade. For my stamp coloring, I am using a couple of gray Copics, and I am just doing some very, very simple Copic coloring. Nothing fancy here. Just basically putting the darker colors where I think the body will kind of curve a little bit, and then I'm just going in and blending everything out with the lighter colors. Since this is supposed to be like a great white shark, I didn't want to go too dark with the colors. So I am just going to run all my little pieces through my sticker maker. Y'all, I love this thing. It makes securing your images to your card so easy, and you know that there's glue everywhere or there's adhesive everywhere. So I love this, and I even did it with my stamp sets, um, with my stamped out images. So all I do now is to connect all the pieces that we cut out to create the inlaid look. and I take a lot of those little stamped images and just tuck them into those waves that we created using the waves accent die. And the whole time I was making this card, I was like, I want to go back to the Bahamas. Like, legit, I need a vacation. And I want to go back to the islands. Like, if I could choose one place in the world that I could live, it would definitely be the Bahamas. But, we have a lot of obligations and responsibilities in Georgia, so I don't think we'll be able to leave anytime soon. But fingers crossed on like a vacation though. Because I really want to go somewhere tropical. I'm ready to trade in the pine trees for a little while. And I didn't show it on camera, but on the back of this card, I included like my name and address and a little bit about me. It's great for you to send like your pen pals and crafty friends because they can keep a collection of all the people they have done swaps with in the past. So that's it for me today, you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.